Holy shit. Malignant is the new horror offering from director, writer, and producer James Wan that everyone and their grandmother seems to be watching and talking about right now. Normally I don't jump on such a bandwagon, but this one felt special, like I had to for some reason. If you don't know who James Wan is, really quickly, he has been involved in such horror staples as the original Saw, Dead Silence, Insidious, The Conjuring, and many others. He was born in 1977 and is from Australia, which is something I actually didn't know before putting this video together. Knowing about a few of his past films ahead of time before watching Malignant really does help with understanding and getting into the overall look and feel of how Malignant's flow and pace really works. Ever since I watched it not too long ago on HBO Max, I have seen and read some pretty harsh and divisive criticisms about Malignant being really cheesy or slow, or I saw the twist coming a mile away, which on that one I have to call bullshit, because I'm usually pretty good at predicting what's going to happen with certain films, and this one genuinely surprised me with the twist that it offers. James Wan is on his shit. I'm really going to do what I normally do and stay as far away from spoilers as I possibly can. There are random things here and there I will point out, but it's not going to be anything that's going to ruin the experience of watching Malignant for the first time, because this is a special film that deserves its audience to go in blind. Before I watched it, I made sure I didn't watch any trailers or anything, so my palate was as clean as it could be, to soak in all the flavors of what horrifically cancerous treats James Wan had to present in this piece. I'd say that roughly about the first 37 to 40 minutes is kind of slow, and the film gives you all of these seemingly random puzzle pieces that are confusing, but once things start getting really nutty and it ramps itself up to 11, it's all out chaotic horror from there until the end. It starts off with the whole situation of Dr. Weaver making a video log about a specific patient they have been doing research on and surgeries and whatever else. And then Gabriel breaks out somehow and is able to broadcast what he wants to say through any kind of device that has a speaker or a radio. A lot of other reviewers thought this was lame, but I thought it was kind of cool. It wasn't clear-cut original or anything, but I was into it. Several years later, Madison is pregnant and works as a nurse, and her dickhead of a boyfriend or fiancé or whatever Derek is supposed to be gets pissed and basically throws her into the wall and hits her head. Now this is something that is pretty important later in the film, so I'm not going to go into detail about it, but pretty much after that takes place is when she's able to see murders happen as they are happening in real time. As always with James Wan, the cinematography is astoundingly gorgeous, with plenty use of specific top-down camera angles, and the different color uses are phenomenal as well. I thought that the sound design was perfect, and lends itself exactly to each scene as it should. A lot of people have also been pointing out the references to Italian horror like Suspiria and giallos in general, and the one I would like to point out, which I haven't seen anyone mention yet, is one of the characters gets killed while they are looking through the glass door of a washing machine, which is a reference to the Italian giallo directed by Ruggero Deodato entitled The Washing Machine. Zits and Zombies, Malignant is freaking fantastic. I would never say that this is James Wan's best work by far, but it's up there. Like I said before, this seems like a pretty polarizing horror flick by a lot of other reviewers who either love it or hate it, and I'm on the side of loving it. The camera work is outstanding, the references are well done, the gore and the kills are superb. The acting and the story overall still needed some work, but what really makes Malignant are the insane twists. Oh yeah, the chair throw in the police station is basically a meme by now. Toodles.